Municipalities and land securement. How do they work together? Well, I just came back from a council meeting where I was asked by staff of that municipality to present the possibility of that municipality taking on a land securement program. And I think, well, we know that was successful. It did get approved. I wanted to really present to that particular council how easy it is for them to be able to endorse a program without putting in a lot of money. In fact, in this case, that municipality didn't have to put in any money. And you'd think, well, how does that work? How can a land securement program even initiate without any funds? Well, the funds were coming in from another municipality, another tier, and what they had to do at this specific tier municipality is just endorse the program, just get behind it. And we find that that's a really good first step. A lot of municipalities want to do this very thing. And why? Because they're tired of spending time and money at hearings where they have to defend their own official plans and policies. They're getting challenged a lot by proponents who want to develop it in a way that the municipality feels is inappropriate. And sometimes they win and sometimes they lose, but even if they win at a hearing, they've spent an enormous amount of time defending that. It's so much simpler if the land was secured up front, so that in perpetuity, they're not ever going to be challenged on that land ever again. And that's really what land securement is all about. This is the protection of land in perpetuity. It complements policy. It complements official plans. It's not replacing them, but it's a heck of a lot easier to be able to control what happens on a piece of property when you own it, or if you are in partnership with another organization that promises to own it and steward that land in perpetuity in accordance with their mission. So, when that happens, it's easier for a municipality to get behind a program. And if you're a land trust or representing a land trust or another conservation organization that is mandated to protect conservation, land, water, etc., then this kind of program is wonderful to get the endorsement of the municipalities on board. Now, even if they're not ponying up any of the funds, you will be able to have a much more successful program with their support than without it. Because you will find that these municipalities, once they have the taste of success and there's a few ribbon cuttings of some key pieces of lands that you've helped secure, they're going to want to keep that program going. So this is planting a seed for the future. Maybe one day they will pony up the funds, but for now, they're probably providing you some other support. And now that support can be mapping, GIS support. It can be counselors or staff that actually know some of the landowners on your key target list. So those lands that are owned in those wonderful areas that you've chosen that need to be preserved, if some of those counselors or staff have a good working relationship with those landowners, that's where you get the introductions that you need. So much better than cold calling. You don't want to have to cold call a landowner about land securement programs if there's another alternative available. That's a last resort. Cold calls, last resort. So please consider municipalities as an ally. And now talking to municipalities, if you want a land securement program to work to your benefit, seek out the partnerships out there that would be strategic for you. You don't want to have to do the work. You don't want to be on the ground negotiating with landowners. It's a little mucky when it's the municipality doing that kind of level of negotiating with landowners. When you're really going to have a lot more benefit with an organization that will be a charitable organization or at least an agency of the government that is mandated for conservation. In Ontario, we have what's called conservation authorities. They are a great example because they have conservation areas that they have protected and stewarded. So with that in mind, you want to have these organizations work for you municipality, because they're going to be on the ground talking to landowners in the language that they know about conservation. Because if it's a conservation-minded landowner, what trust do they have of the municipality protecting their land in perpetuity? When policies can change, staff will change, councillors will change. You're going to have to really gain the trust of that individual so that that landowner will know in his or her heart and soul that my land is protected in perpetuity. I never have to worry about that again. So that's their legacy. When entrusting it to a municipality, it's a little more difficult for them to feel that, because the mandate of a municipality is really for the betterment of all the people within the municipality, but that kind of betterment isn't always environmental, and the environment can have just only one component. If there's a need for water or sewage or some sort of infrastructure, that may get prioritized over the donation of the land. So a landowner really has to feel that whoever's going to steward that land in perpetuity is in fact behind their own feelings about the land. So that's why you need land trusts. That's why you need other conservation organizations out there to be able to help your program get launched. The landowner is the key, and negotiation is going to open that door. So, that being said, I'm hoping this video was helpful. I'm going to try and post as many as I can with regards to different types of land securement techniques, so that it's just helpful and we get a lot more land preserved out there that really needs it. It's been my passion for 25 years. I can't believe I'm that old. But anyway, I want to help you guys. If you have any questions, comments, please email us or look on our website. It's posted here. Please feel free. I don't mind helping out a little bit so that I can guide people in the right direction and more land gets secured. All right, all the best. Happy conservation.